watching. There's baggy clothes.
You have your cuffs. Get your cuffs out. You have the piece. You have the mace.
It's already midday in San Francisco and Mackenzie Green is getting anxious.
Go to the lobby. Let's go to the lobby.
But soon the bail bonds agent and her all-woman team are ready to pounce.
Raheem, put the fucking phone down. Get on your knees. Get him up. Get on your knees. Hands behind your back. Get down.
Mackenzie guaranteed this man's bail after he was charged with bashing his wife. He failed to show up at court and has spent the last few months on the run.
Get up. 1, 2, 3,
If Mackenzie doesn't deliver him to the police soon, she'll have to pay the court $20,000.
Because you ran out of my bond, asshole.
At 60 years old and just 5 feet tall, Mackenzie Green is at the top of her profession.
Hey, man, we've been looking.
In 18 years of hunting crooks, she's only ever lost one.
No, you didn't have any because you got a warrant out for your arrest. Let's go.
I'm a Bounty or much degree. We like to get groovy with the sounds of the movie.
It was funny.
Mackenzie says she has an instinct for tracking people on the run and takes devilish delight in catching them.
Maybe it's like being a kid and jumping out from a closet to scare somebody, you know. There's something weird about being a bounty hunter.
It looks like a strip of sex clubs, but in San Francisco they call this Bail Bonds Row. Here, among the gaudy advertisements offering the chance to get out of jail, is the headquarters of Mackenzie Green Bail Bonds.
Guys,
Bail bonds agents perform a unique role in America's justice system by relieving pressure on the country's overloaded prisons. If you're arrested and can't afford bail, a bail bonds agent might be your only chance of getting released.
Yeah, that makes sense. I have judges to fight with. I have the causes that I believe in, you know, to fight for. And to me, a very small part of that is sticking a gun up somebody's ass.
Mackenzie is having a bad day.
I'm so angry I can't talk anymore. I just can't.
Earlier this year, the prestigious New Yorker magazine wrote about Mackenzie's reputation as America's most successful woman bounty hunter. It's generated a media feeding frenzy.
There's no way in hell that I would put a camera crew, let a camera crew follow me around when I have $100,000 on the line. That's insanity, Harry.
But despite the fuss, Mackenzie seems to enjoy the media's attention.
But as a bounty hunter, or bail recovery agent as they're sometimes called, she is one of the few in this country. Her office is located in San Francisco, and she joins me here today in studio. Welcome to Viewpoint, Mackenzie Green.
Thank you. It's nice to be here.
Appreciate your taking...
Mackenzie's had an unusual career path. She started in more traditional female professions, first as a telephone operator and then as an air stewardess, flying around the world with American military carriers. But at the age of 42, she broke the mould, entering the male-only domain of the bounty hunter.
How does that work?
When I was growing up as a kid, it was very difficult for me to hear the word no, and I usually tried to find a way around it. So there's a challenge in tracking somebody. There's an adrenaline high that comes with it.
Bounty hunters make 30,000 arrests every year.
I won't be arrested.
Despite the bounty hunter's romantic image, the industry carries a battered reputation.
They both came rushing through the door. One of them stood at the foot of the bed where my children were and held the gun pointed at them.
For 150 years, bounty hunters have enjoyed extensive protection under the law, with more powers than state police. But in 1996, the US Congress put the profession under the spotlight, hearing from people who were falsely arrested and detained.
And I knew in my heart that I had done nothing wrong. Yet I had been abducted, chained, and dragged from my home in New York City through states I had never been in before.
As a result of the investigations, more controls on bounty hunting were established. But Mackenzie says it's all about common sense.
You have to be very careful today that you don't infringe on somebody's rights. If you're going to their house and you know for a fact that they're in there, then you can go in. But you better be sure that they're in there.
Mackenzie's working methods can seem erratic. Journalists have described her as Mr. Magoo, and her driving skills certainly bear that out.
Oh, shit. I'm sorry, guys.
Today, Mackenzie is on the trail of a client whose disappearance a few months back has left her in the lurch. Dennis Damison was arrested last year at his mother's San Francisco home and charged with possessing 2 kilograms of crack cocaine. Damison never showed up at court. If Mackenzie can't find him soon, she'll have to pay the total of Damison's bail.
He isn't due for like 4 months, and if I can't find him in 4 months, I'll kill myself.
And how much is the bail worth?
100,000.
100,000.
But you know what? If I were a betting person, I'd bet on me. Recently, Mackenzie nearly had Damison cornered, but one of his neighbours lied to her and put her off the scent. I want to see this piece of chicken shit here. Back in the neighbourhood, Mackenzie decides to let him know how she feels. This guy, you lied. You know him. Yes, you do.
He doesn't?
Yeah, you don't know him either, huh? You lied too, kiddo, already? So young?
Huh?
You tell stories too? You tell stories? How old are you?
10.
10. You know that guy because he used to live right there.
She's a stubborn little old lady that doesn't listen to me when I tell her don't break the windows, you know.
Yeah, no, I don't know these guys. But no, the other guy who rented the apartment, he got long hair.
Bob Chandru is one of Mackenzie's assistants. He's tracking another wanted man in a different part of town.
Thanks a lot.
We'll see ya.
Bob fits the traditional image of the burly bounty hunter, but he's much more laid back than his boss.
She's a very aggressive, very aggressive person. She has very limited patience, you know. She doesn't like to sit and wait. She wants to go and do something.
Does that work for her?
Believe it or not, it does. I mean, I cringe when I watch her. It's like, you know, you don't want to get burned out here, you know.
Still on the trail of Dennis Damison, Mackenzie reckons the best way to catch him is by applying pressure to his family. She pays a visit to his brother and mother. Jesse.
How you doing?
Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Hi, you're the mom. What's going on with your brother?
Who?
You guys think I should have to pay off $100,000 because I'll come after you in good time? I cannot afford it or to afford to lose my business. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Do you understand that? I'm a lone woman. I work just like you guys do. I understand the deal about your son, but if he doesn't come back...
For Mackenzie, catching a crook on the run is a game of psychological warfare with their family and friends. If her appeals to their better nature don't work, she quickly turns the screws.
You know something? You have to know this. I've never done this before, but I'm going to do this. And I don't even know if I can do it, but I think I can do it. I'm going to put a claim on your house. I swear to you guys, it's not a threat. It is not a threat. I'm begging you, don't do this. The biggest mistake that people make is it's very difficult for any of us to just drop out of sight and not have any contact with the brothers, sisters, mothers, girlfriends, your old buddies, you know, that you ran around with. You have to be totally isolated. It's almost like you'd have to go into a witness program and let the rest of your life go, and that's almost an impossibility for people. I'm 60 years old. 60.
With the time to catch her man running out, Mackenzie's threats are getting nastier.
I'm just trying to say to you, please give me a call. Don't make me do this, because if they dig into your house and they can prove that it was bought with drug money, you'll lose it. You will lose it. But I don't know. Just have your mom give me a call.
Having delivered her warning, Mackenzie backs off for today.
All right, bye-bye.
But if the fugitive's family think that she's bluffing, they ought to think again.
What was it? Winston Churchill said, never, 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 never quit. You know, and usually, if you really do that in life, whatever the problem, you'll come out on top. So we really haven't messed with them at all when I'm about to start.